What is up, guys? Jimmy or Chaos. Welcome to Not a Gaming Top 10. This is going to be the rare occasion where I am doing an update video for you guys in the 8 o'clock slot tonight instead of a video gaming top 10. If you're new to the channel, it usually goes like this. 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon is usually some type of Fortnite video, and then 8 o'clock every night is a video game top 10, whatever topic it may be. But tonight, we're going to be talking about the PS5, the PlayStation 5. That's right, there is new news out there, new leaked, just not drama, just, I don't know, speculation that could end up kind of steering us in the direction of knowing when this is coming, and actually it could be sooner than a lot of people think, or it may not, but we're going to talk about it. And I did a video probably 6 months ago talking about the rumors about the PS5 and what we would be getting. Could it be a floating PS5? And you guys can see on the screen here, we're going to talk about this article, but if we go over to PS5 Google search, there's all kinds of stuff. And actually on the bottom left there is my thumbnail from YouTube, the PS5 as a floating console. This little round ball, you guys can see it. You can see all types of concepts for the PlayStation 5 whenever it comes out. There's some normal, there's some pretty weird, honestly. I kind of like the ball. I kind of like the floating console look. It's really small. I don't know, it just looks really, really futuristic. Then you have some crazy, that one looks like a boomerang. I mean, there's all kinds of concepts. So in the comment section or on Twitter, I want you guys to let me know, what do you want the PlayStation 5 to look like? Do you want it to mimic the consoles that have came before it? Do you want it to have that sharp front, that angle, that thin like that? Or do you want them to go in a whole different route? Do you want it to be a ball? Do you want it to be a square? Do you want it to be a freaking triangle? What are you guys looking for when it comes to actually the visual of your console? Now, this came out, and this is an article from MP First. Now, everybody is covering this. There's articles everywhere. I will put a link in the description to MP First. I get them. I use them a lot. I use them a lot when it comes to gaming news, and I read their stuff on their site. So they say this, okay? Report, first PS5 surfaces. All right, while there's still a lot of gaming to be had with the console generation we're in right now, there's no denying that the PlayStation 5 or whatever Microsoft is going to call their next Xbox is coming up soon. Now, we're probably, if you look at it, there's no way they're going to end the lifespan of the PlayStation 4 Pro or the Xbox One X. Those are fresh, okay? And consoles have a pretty long shelf life. I mean, they suck every bit of juice out of these things and keep them up to date as much as they can, as long as they can, because it's probably very expensive to roll out a brand new console. So they're gonna take them and they're just gonna use them as long as they can. But this is a report by a site called Semi-Accurate, okay? Word got out that dev kits, if you don't know what dev kits are, those are what goes out to the developers. Anybody that's developing games that could have a title on that console, they will send them out dev kits so they can actually start getting used to what the console is going to be like, how they can make their games to adapt around it, what options they're going to have, what features, how big their game can be, all that kind of good stuff. So they get like the earliest version of the console before you and I ever see it. So if you're a developer and you get a dev kit, you could technically probably have a PS5 or the next Microsoft console in your hand a year or more in advance before me, the consumer, and you guys, the consumer, actually ever even lay eyes on it or have a chance to get it, which that's pretty crazy. So this site, Semi-Accurate, they published this PS5 info. Now, they say on here that the site requires a $1,000 subscription, that's insane to me, but thanks to Reset Era users, they have a quick summary of the info below. So apparently, somebody ponied up $1,000, but these guys, so they tossed them the information. Anyway, quick summary of the PlayStation 5 article that was posted by Semi-Accurate. Uses AMD's Navis as its base architecture, not specifically using Navi. CPU is custom Zen. Large amount of dev kits have apparently gone out, like we talked about. An author suggests 2018 release of the PS5 is not out of the question based on the amount of dev kits released, as that is a sure sign that the launch is getting closer. Not definitive though. VR goodies baked in at a silicon level, in my opinion, not author. Sony not giving up on the PSVR anytime soon, and VR support inside the PS5 right out of the box. So what they're saying is you're literally going to be able to do VR with the console as soon as you open it. So these are the things that came from Semi-Accurate. What they're saying is that if you can confirm that a massive shipment of dev kits have went out to developers, then that is kind of confirmation in itself that this console is moving forward and that we're within a certain time period from its launch. Because if you go back to all the other consoles, you can kind of predate when the dev kits went out, and then you can say, okay, dev kits went out for the Xbox 360, and then 8 months later, they announced it, or 8 months later, we were able to buy it or purchase it. So you can kind of take that with a grain of salt. Now, some more stuff, it doesn't really discuss the power of the system, and they say, why should we believe a website called Semi-Accurate? And the reason they're believing them is because of their track record. Now, when you go back to Call of Duty leaks, we have people that leak stuff that have good track records, like MP First or Shinobi or Charlie Intel. When they get leaks, usually stuff ends up being viable and it's true. So you kind of go with the ones that have a proven resume when it comes to leakers, and they are saying that Semi-Accurate has a good resume. So let's look and see what their resume is. One thing, it did get the news that Nintendo was partnering with Nvidia with the Switch, and it got the correct PS4 tech specs all the way back in 2012. So they are saying that the site's track record is reliable at the very least. So that would be a reason you could hold a little value in the fact that they are saying that dev kits have went out for this. And once again, if dev kits have gone out for the PS5, it's happening, people, and it's happening sooner than later. Now, they, on MP First, don't think it's going to be released in 2018, and they don't even think it's going to be revealed this year. If they had to guess, they would say the PS5 will be announced next year with an official release for 2020. Now, let's argue both sides of this. Let's argue with them on that. That makes sense. They're not going to rush the rollout. They're going to take their time, they're going to get it right, and they are going to suck all the life that they can out of this PlayStation 4 Pro. I'm pointing at mine right now, okay? They're going to get their money's worth out of their current console. So maybe the dev kits did go out, but that doesn't mean that we see anything in the near future for it. Now, that is the speculation that makes more sense. That's probably the safe bet, okay? But on the other end, what if? What if we get to E3 in June? We're only 2 months away or 2.5 months away, and freaking Sony hits us with a trailer or a early reveal or teaser of the PlayStation 5. It could happen. And if they do that, then it is a viable option that it could be coming this fall, because it would line up with the fact that dev kits have already went out. They're going to have all the rest of spring and summer into early fall, and then boom, we get it. Now, I know that is very rushed. That is what the consumer would want. Everybody wants to get their hand on a new console. Even though my PS4 Pro isn't even a year old, for me, everybody wants to get the newest, hottest, bestest, that's not even a word, thing on the market. So those are the two options. Okay, I want to know two things from you guys in the comment section or on Twitter. First one being, all right, what do you want the price point to be on this PlayStation 5? Now, obviously, it's going to be beefy. They're going to make it as strong as they can. They want it to be the most powerful console on the market. Goes back and forth between them and Microsoft. And they say, speculation-wise, VR will be integrated and ready to go out of the box. So what do you think the price point needs to be on this to be fair to the consumer, but for them to make money? You let me know. And the second thing is, I'm not a hardware guy. I'm not a software guy. I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a developer guy. I want to know from you guys, what do the innards, if you will, the guts of the PlayStation 5 need to be if it is launched within the next year to be relevant and stay kind of up to par and up to pace with the ever-evolving electronic war, okay? What does it need to have in it for you if you're like a tech junkie type person, or you like the stats, okay? You like knowing what's going on inside. What does it need to have to raise your eyebrows and say, you know what? I'm gonna get that. That's actually pretty cool. You guys let me know in the comment section. Don't worry, tomorrow night we'll be back with a brand new video gaming top 10. I just thought this was really, really big news that actually could end up being something, because that site has had a reputation of being right in the past. Who knows? Maybe PlayStation 5 dev kits have gone out. Maybe we get some kind of teaser at E3. Maybe we freaking get the PS5 in 2018. It's not likely, but it's not out of the picture. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Something a little different, but I like to shake it up from time to time. And I want to say just a huge shout out to everybody that catches the videos every day. You guys are amazing. We hit 2 million subs like 20 days ago. Now we're over 2.1 million, on our way to 2.2 million, and it's because of the continued support that you guys show, not just on this channel, but on all platforms. You follow me on Twitter, Instagram, you watch the Facebook live streams. I see it all, and I am truly humbled. I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow.